Good morning, everyone. Mary Ellen Wazalewski, BLT Strategies. I believe that adversity has an opportunity to bring us to a place where we can reinvent those things that we need to reinvent, solidify the things that are already good within us, and to give our gifts back to the world, therefore transforming us. Cleaning out my house, as most of us know, as I'm preparing for moving. I think coronavirus may change anything for us, as we have to be fluid and adaptable to circumstances which are totally unforeseen, have no history to how we handle these things and what the outcome's going to be. So I too am preparing, but I'm being adaptable. In my cleaning, I came across a book that I had read, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 years old. And that book is still with me. Not only is it with me in my archives at home, it's in me here, it's in me here. There was something about that book that just resonated with me. And if only now have I really realized what I took away, well, it's 60 years of hard learning, isn't it? So let me tell you, the story is the story of Michelangelo. And what I recall most about that book was the description where Michelangelo was given this block of marble. And the Pope at the time said he wanted a statue, whatever. He wanted something. I don't recall whether he told him exactly what he wanted, but he gave him this block of marble. And Michelangelo said in the book, at least if you can quote somebody that's been gone that long, that he never created the David statue out of that, but he saw it from the beginning and he uncovered it. How much of who we are is covered up by a bunch of stuff that we have picked up over our lifetime and decided to own as ourselves? Are we the David within the marble? Here's what I mean. If you look back at your life, probably around the age of 6 or 7 years old, the world, for most of us, lived a life, the world was our oyster. We could be a policeman, a fireman, we could be whatever we wanted to be. I can remember going over to the park every morning at the crack of dawn, back when it was safe, before anybody else woke up. And I would pick up whatever clothes I could find. So if that meant 2 socks that didn't match, well, I didn't care. They were socks. I needed socks. Who cared? But along the line, people started to point that out, or to say those socks didn't match, or the shirt didn't match, or I was talking too much, or that kept coming up from other people. And at first you can ignore them at 7 because you really don't care. But then at 8 you get into school, and then at 9 it becomes more social. And you start to own what other people tell you. That's ridiculous. They're people just like us. Those are opinions just like us. But as ridiculous as it is, we all do it. We all pick it up and say, that's who we are. We are this person. We are that person because of that. Over the years, those become like mud packed on, and it packed on. And sooner or later, there's so much mud packed on us that we look like that block of marble that David has, that Michelangelo had, instead of the David inside there. Today, I know that there are a tremendous amount of very wonderful, supportive, different people out on the internet that are talking about how we all feel like we're not enough and that we're not living up to everybody else's expectations. So I'm going to ask you today, just start today that take the focus off of what you don't think you are and help other people discover who they are. Turn the camera away from us. Turn it on to someone else. If we feel this way, you gotta bet everybody else feels this way. Well, it's pretty hard work for us to uncover ourselves, but things begin to drop off. That mud that we've packed on begins to drop off when we start treating others in that way that they were born as a David, and that's how we see them, even with whatever we think are their faults. We see the David. Show them the David in them. Let their faults go. Oftentimes, the people who are around us, we try to give our gifts and talents to by telling them who they are really. But in real, true learning that changes you, it doesn't come from someone teaching you. It comes from someone helping you to see for yourself that you are complete. You are a work in progress, but right now you are complete. And that we can love somebody completely without complete understanding of why or what they do, who they are. But love them because they're another human being. And see if that servant attitude of focusing away from us to others doesn't help a chunk of that mud we've packed on ourselves to hide our own person, our own true identity, doesn't fall off. At the same time, someone else might recognize they are perfectly fine who they are. They are enough. We are humans. We make mistakes. But we are enough. We are the David in the marble. Let's just uncover it. It's as simple as that. Let's just choose to uncover it for everyone else at the same time it falls away for ourselves. Have a great day, guys. I believe adversity gives us opportunities to redefine, reset our purpose and our visions and our mission in this world. God bless.